Okay, Mike, in this video I'm going to teach you how to create a tip of the week or a coaching moment. So when you log into your backend, this is the first page you're going to see, and on the left hand side here you'll see a posts area. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. You'll see that currently we have no posts. I deleted our test posts. From within posts we can add a new one here or here. We can also add categories for organizational purposes. Maybe you want to, for your own purposes, organize them by, I don't know, client, whatever you see fit. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Add New. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to give it a title. For this tutorial, I'm just going to call it Test. We also want to add some content here. I could say hello, whatever. Let me show you some of these important features here. If I want to add not just a YouTube video but an image, I can do so by clicking Add Media. This will give me the ability to upload files, so I could upload a song, I could upload an image, I could upload a PDF. So you might have a lesson manual that goes along with one of your videos that you want people to upload, in which case you would upload it here, and it would paste in here, and you would say something like, download my tips here. And then you would have your file here, whatever, or your image. Now, two important areas are this visibility area and the publish area. So in the visibility area, there's a button here that says stick this post to the front page. So you've mentioned that you want to have an introduction or something at the very top. It's like the first thing that people see no matter what. This is how we do it. All we have to do is click this button after you've created your intro post with your video or your message, whatever. You hit stick this to the front page and you hit publish. Then no matter what, that's going to be at the top. It'll be the first thing that people see. For this tutorial, we're not going to do that. We are, however, we need to talk about the featured image. So this area is where we add our thumbnail. So if I click on that, it's going to give me the upload option. I could select a file from my computer. It could be anything that I want, and I could upload it, or I could just drag and drop it into this area. Just to keep things simple, I'm going to look in our media library. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to select your image. The media library is basically anything that's already been uploaded to the site. So if you upload a thumbnail that you want to use over and over again, you'd find it again here in the media library. So I hit set the featured image, and that will load your image, and that's going to be our thumbnail. Now the next most important area is the publish area. This is where I define when it's published. So hypothetically, if I want to go back in time and post it for June, I can. Now if you're going to go on vacation for like November with your family, you may want to set up like 4 posts that are going to post on those future dates. So I would select November. I might want to make this one the first week of November, so the 4th. So you could go ahead and lay out your lesson plan for months and then just sit back and it will automatically post on the date that you've selected. And to make sure this shows up, I'm going to go ahead and post it for June. Now, the next area that is most important for you is going to be YouTube. Now, it's a tiny, tiny bit tricky. There's a little tiny learning curve here. So, you've sent me 3 videos that you've created in YouTube. I'm going to click on this first one. Now, if I want to embed this video in YouTube, I have to do some things on the YouTube side and then in WordPress. So, in YouTube, I click Share, and there's a link here that says Embed, and it's going to give me a line of code. Now before I embed that, I may want to define some things. Right here it says show suggested videos when the video is finished. You may not want that. Sometimes it shows up with like, suggestions for lions murdering whatever, an impala. Anyway, you can also define the size of the player. So you might want it to be as big as possible, or you might want it to be smaller, like 480. You can play around with that. You need to copy this code and go back to your posts page. Now you don't just paste it in right here in the visual mode. Visual mode is like editing like a Word document. We want to click on text. Now the text side is like the code side. And I know when I say code that intimidates some people, don't be intimidated. The only piece of code you're going to see in here by default is this little line, and that just says basically to give it space. So down below it, I'm going to paste my YouTube iframe block that I just copied from YouTube, and I'm done. Right? So if I go back to visual mode, I'll see it's created a little container for my video to be posted in, and I make sure that the date is correct. It's posted for June, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, alright, I like the way this is looking, go ahead and publish it. Now, I'm going to go back to the front end of your site, I'm going to click on Coaching Moments. And when I do that, I see the thumbnail that we created. I see the title that we created. I see the content that I dropped in place for your site. And if I click on Read More, now I see your video published in here. Now I could go ahead and I could add more images. I could add more content. I can add music, whatever I need to do to that particular post. And that is how you post to your videos page.